This should work with any drill. I'm using my DeWalt. This is just an extra grip. It's plastic, you hold it like this. We're first gonna take a look at this piece. This is kind of a 360 view of it. So you have the teeth, the blades right there, and then you turn it around. This is an adjustment knob, which we'll get to in a second. And this is the part that goes into the drill. Underneath it, it has a thread right here, and we're gonna take the long pole, we're going to thread it into there. There's a nut that stops it from backing out that you twist and push it up against here. You can use a wrench, and this is what it looks like. The reason why it specifically is at this angle is because this bottom part is gonna rest against the drill. So let's go ahead and put the chuck part into, or this part into the drill chuck, and then you'll see the metal part kind of slide and hug the side of our drill. And then we can go ahead and just tighten it. With it tightened, we can see that it would rest against the drill just like that. And the way we would kind of brace it against the body of the drill is with the spring. So we can go ahead and slide our spring on, and we're going to put it over the front, and we're just going to loop it around the back. And then once we put it on the back, it holds itself to the drill. We can see that thing is not going anywhere, and it's still very ergonomic, still can grab it very easily. And if you use the drill, full power, baby, dang. Yeah, full power, this thing does not move whatsoever. Very sturdy. That's a nice brace that it has against the body of the drill, and that's what it looks like in its entirety. I do really like how sturdy it is. I do like how easy it was to put into the drill and then just to wrap it around the base. This is a little grip, and you can hold it. If your drill has a piece that extends out of the chuck, this would just wrap around it. Mine doesn't have it, but if yours did, that's how it would go. And this middle piece would go into here, and you can basically brace and hold it like that. So that's for other types of drills. This is the DeWalt drill. This is the one I use. And again, you can see it totally would be good for cutting. Let's talk a little bit more about the electric drill shear plate. So you're gonna obviously use the drill power drive to use and move the gear cutting pair. A metal sheet, it's cut the outer edge of the circular cutter head, and you also use the inner edge of the auxiliary circular cutter head. The edges are supposed to fit each other, and they form a knife cut to achieve cutting through like an iron sheet, and the metal after cutting, you just push it through. For an iron plate, it says it can do 0.2 to 1 millimeter. For a sheet of iron, you have 1 to 1.2 millimeters. For a steel plate, you have 0.8 to 1 millimeters. For a copper plate, you have 1.5 millimeters. And for an aluminum plate, you can do 1.5 millimeters. Now let's talk about this adjustment. I promised you I would. So it comes with this tool, and you can use the wrench that I did come with and I lost, but it does come with one, and you can put it around this nut, and you can use this to either push this in or back this screw out. And what this is going to do is it's going to adjust the difference between these two blades. So you can get more of a thick cut between whatever you're cutting, or you can make it closer to where the margin is not that big. That is how you would use this entire thing. We went over the base, we went over how it wraps around. I don't really have any metal to cut right now. Yeah, I really don't. I just moved into this house, so I don't know where anything is. Everything is still packed, being unpacked. So stay following if you want to see that stuff and see me collect more tools. This is pretty cool. Again, metal working. It's fun. So if you want to pick up one of these, it'll be down below.